Ethan Klein has been attempting to weaponize anti-Semitism, even platforming dangerous anti-Semites, in order to link them to pro-Palestine movements and criticisms. Ethan seems to be sold on the idea that anyone calling him a Zionist is an anti-Semite and a bad actor.
You know, we were taught that being a racist, for the last 2 decades, that being a racist is the worst thing you can be.
Right.
And I happen to agree that it's a very bad thing to be. However, when it comes to Jews, it's like, oh, not you though. You're a Zionist. Also, Zionism, again, when I say Zionism, it's not about Middle East domination. It's not about racism. It's not about apartheid. It literally just means that, like, Jewish people having a country. That's all it means.
But wouldn't that mean, by his own definition, he's a Zionist?
Zionism is the belief that Jewish people should have their own homeland. That's all it means. I believe in a two-state solution. I believe, you know, that's my. I don't think one state. I don't think either people want one state. Like, people are really deluding themselves if they think that this is a realistic solution. Looking at a country with millions of people in it. One state solution. I find it incredible that people think that Hamas is going to take over all of Israel and happily coexist with fucking Israelis.
Everything else is extra. Everything happening in the West Bank and Gaza is extra. It's just to do with Jews wanting to have a homeland. It was galvanized specifically after World War II when all the surviving Jews said, like, let's not fucking do that again.
After Ethan's Instagram rant over bin Laden, he attacks Frogan, linking her to Hassan and his community.
Everybody's favorite Hassan moderator, Frogan. I said, this is a Hassan mod telling me, a Jewish man, to shut the fuck up because I dare to say Osama bin Laden was bad and hated Jews. Please understand this is why Leftovers ended and that her voice is not fringe within his community.
Then he links the anti-Zionist critics of his to anti-Semitism, even though the tweets he responds to had nothing to do with this.
I continued on here. And again, as a Jewish man in a time of rising anti-Semitism, like, who the fuck are these people to tell me what is and isn't anti-Semitic and what I should and shouldn't be offended by? Like, imagine lecturing any other minority group on, like, what is and isn't okay. And this whole Zionism thing is just so fucked up. It's basically a purity test on Jews.
Ethan references a video taken of him by an anti-Semitic Sneeko fan and uses it to relate to Hassan's community.
So it's kind of like a mind game, mind trick to allow them to be racist without having to be racist. And again,
it's also the way the word is being used. I don't feel like
it's being deployed like a slur. Yeah.
If somebody says that to me,
I get called that all the time.
It feels like they are cursing me, and it feels like a bad word.
Oh, it is. They use it like that. And again, I'm a Jew who is, like, by any means, certainly, if I am Zionist, the least Zionist of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I get called a Zionist up and down the fucking internet all day, every day, by Nick Fuentes people, by Sneeko people, and by Hassan people. You know? Let me say that I've never once mentioned her religion, her ethnicity, her identity, ever. It's not important to me, and I don't care about it. I'm only engaging with her words. However, she is the one has been calling, and her and her community have been calling me a Zionist.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be, are you a good Jew or a bad Jew? So in what world is that normal? To be like, sorry, no Zionists, death to Zionists. So, you know, you go to all these campuses, no Zionists allowed. So they're saying, are you a good Jew or are you a bad Jew? And, you know, it makes Hassan look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And publicly continue to platform her and also not to address a massive portion of your audience that is just straight up fucking anti-Semitic.
Does Ethan really think that those co-opting anti-Zionist rhetoric to be anti-Semitic are the same as Hassan's community?
Explanation. I got tilted. I've been upset about all the anti-Semitism that I'm seeing. I mean, listen, it's so commonplace. It's everywhere on the internet. I've never seen it like this in my lifetime. It's nonstop. This guy's running up on me. I mean, essentially, again, calling us Zionists.
The next episode, Ethan brings an actual anti-Semite on his show under the guise of a debate, only for it to turn into using gay as an insult, purity testing Islam, and platforming dangerous rhetoric.
You're trying to make fun of Islam right now, bro.
How? I'm making fun of you. You're a bad Muslim. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, bro.
I'm saying you're a fake, terrible.
Why am I fake? Because I do one thing wrong?
Please,
Bro,
I don't need this footage alone will be used against our people, and it's gonna do a lot worse because you're a fucking embarrassment. Yeah, no, you're just anti-Semitic. You have no fucking points other than you hate Jews.
But then, Ethan again used this person he platformed to draw a connection to real pro-Palestine anti-Zionist critics. He started this segment sharing instances of anti-Semitism he found online, linking it to North Star Radio. He even left them in the same timestamp, addressing Leftovers' exposed video by Comrade Casey.
But ever since October 7th, it's like I'm nothing more or less than a Zionist genocide supporter. Nothing. And honestly, most online circles. There's that. But then this dev tells into something really interesting. This dude, Comrade Casey. Okay.
He looks through the comment sections of Hassan Reacts and North Star Radio, searching for anti-Semitism he could weaponize against them.
Very stubborn on certain topics and doesn't handle criticism from people. If the criticism is that I'm a Zionist genocide supporter, then yeah, I don't have a lot of patience for that. It's difficult to get a man to understand something when his salary depends on him not understanding it. And again, is this suggestive that I'm being paid? That's I feel in Zionist payroll on that one.
Ethan even docks his comrade Casey of North Star Radio, using his Reddit comment history to disparage him and accuse him of being an anti-Semite.
Ethan is a scumbag, genocide-denying, IDF simp, Israel defender. And don't try to tell me I only think that because he's Jewish. Nobody mentioned that, bro. You brought that up because I love the crew. Zach is annoying, though. Now, interestingly, this man loves everybody on the crew except Zach.
How you doing, comrade?
Now, again, I didn't bring up Judaism. That was something he brought up. But what does me and Zach have in common?
That's a good point.
That the other crew members don't
I
know.
wonder what that could be.
Circumcised?
We are circumcised. We both have been bar mitzvahed.
Oh, shit.
Oh, maybe it's just people that have bar mitzvahs.
Oh, I know. We're
Jewish.
Oh.
They employ too many people for their size, and they produce far too many new pieces. Hila is cringe. Hila is also
Jewish.
She's Jewish.
Yeah. Watch out for those Z's, Casey.
Israel isn't real. Yo, that's fucking sick. You've done as much for Gaza as dating and money 101, dude. Like, these people are the biggest fucking hypocrites. Like, you do nothing to actually help the cause.
He even leads back to H3 Snark, insinuating that the anti-Zionist criticism he faces on that platform comes from a place of anti-Semitism.
It's my boy North Star Radio, who is a hidden snark user / obsessive freak who is making content that is biased against him. And also, apparently, he hates Jewish people. Fuck you, dude. And I continue my policy. If you're gonna talk shit and you're publicly on Snark, let's talk shit. And all these people who are doing like these sneaky anti-Semitic operations, who want to obsess over Zionism and call me a Zionist and call me a genocide supporter, well, guess what, bitch? I know who the fuck you are, and I'm gonna have a conversation about it.
The way Ethan has been manipulating his audience and weaponizing anti-Semitism is dangerous. After October 7th and the end of Leftovers, the mask has been slipping, only driving him further into Zionist propaganda.
It's a shame. What happened on October 7th? Like, I have the same opinions before and after. I'm the same guy, man. You can still fuck with my music. You can still fuck with me.